I love the colour on these and the way it fades into black and then has like the same lilac speckles all over it. My signature version, Alleycat Smalls, sized down version of the Alleycats basically. If you have a smaller face or you prefer smaller shades, then these are definitely dialed for you. My style is a massive part of my riding. It all like comes together into one thing. If I'm wearing clothes and colours and stuff like that that I love to wear and I feel stylish in, then I ride a lot better. First ever signature product, I'm so stoked. I'm Vero Sandler. I'm from New Zealand, but I live in Wales right now, in mid Wales. I'm a professional mountain biker. And what else? I love free ride mountain biking, and this year I rode at Dark Fest and a couple other fest events, which was sick. I'm from New Zealand originally, but I moved to the UK in 2015, so I've been here like just over 7 years now. I kind of like grew up racing downhill, and then when I got a bit older, sort of junior age, I started coming over and I came over to Europe and was doing some World Cups. So actually at the end of 2014, at the end of 2014, I was in the UK already after the race season, and I just like didn't have enough money to fly home, so I just stayed here, and I've been here ever since, and I love it. It's sick. Well, I raced downhill from the start because it was sort of the natural thing to do. Like all my mates were doing it. There was a cool scene in New Zealand. We were all mates, like growing up, and we all wanted to progress and take it overseas and go and try to do the World Cups. And then we did that for a couple of years, traveling around in vans, which was super fun. But then after a while, racing sort of came to an end for me. I wasn't enjoying it that much anymore, and I was putting all my time and effort and money into it, and I wasn't getting the results I wanted. So I just had an off season where I was chilling. I started riding with my mates and sessioning stuff rather than training super hard and going as fast as I could every time down a trail to try and practice for racing. So I kind of like, my style of riding developed into something else, and I started finding like different areas of riding that I really enjoyed. So it sort of naturally progressed into more of a session-y free ride sort of vibe. And then I just continued to do that year, and then the next year and the next year, and I just progressed, and the women's free ride thing started getting more support, and then here we are now, really. Hello. So these are the Alleycat Smalls, which are new for Melon, and they're a sized down version of the Alleycats basically. If you have a smaller face or you prefer smaller shades, then these are definitely dialed for you. I mean, I wouldn't say I have a particularly small face, and they still fit on mine absolutely sick. So perfect, really. And obviously we're pretty lucky with the weather today. It's autumn in Wales and it's like bluebird, but it's definitely not like this every day. So what I am going to be doing this winter is putting some clear lenses on and repping these every time I ride trail bike, e-bike, all that kind of stuff, so that I don't get covered in mud and mud all over my eyeballs, because that's super annoying. So that's why these are absolutely sick. And then obviously in the summer, that's going to stop dust getting in your eyes and just provide insanely clear vision. So literally all weather shades, which is amazing. Sick couple features on these is that obviously the lenses are interchangeable, so there's loads of different options on the Melon website. The nose rubber here also you can switch out, and then the little Melon icons there are fully customizable. Is that a word?
Yeah, customizable. Yeah.
Customizable. It's fully customizable, so whatever your vibe is, or like, you know, whatever style you like, there's all kinds of options for you. So the bag design came about, I was just kind of doodling, and like, obviously because it's my signature shades, I was writing my signature and just doing a couple little doodles, which hyped me up and make me feel happy. So I did a little smiley face, and then it's perfect because a little smiley can turn into a melon. And then I love to dig, and that's like something that, aside from riding, is probably my favourite thing to do in the world. So I was just drawing a couple little rakes and shovels and stuff like that. So then I just was messing around with different shapes and stuff like that, and we ended up with this design, which I'm super stoked on. I think it looks sick on the bag and on this bandana. And I feel like it represents me pretty good, so stoked with the design. I chose the colour lilac because I'm a huge fan of vintage sportswear, so like sportswear from the 80s and 90s basically. And I've bought a load of it online, like retro stuff, and a lot of it has that sort of lilac tones throughout it. So it's just a colour that I love because loads of my favourite clothes have got it on. so I thought, like, why not put it on the shades and sort of rep a similar look to what I normally do anyway. My style is a massive part of my riding. It all like comes together into one thing. If I'm wearing clothes and colours and stuff like that that I love to wear and I feel stylish in, then I ride a lot better. If I'm wearing like baggy clothes or like a certain colour of garms and I can like look down at my sleeve, I can see it while I'm riding, I feel like a boss and it makes me ride better. So style to me is like super important in my life and also in my riding, and I think everyone has their own style, which is such a cool thing, and it's individual to everyone, so style is sick. Like, you can't really say this is stylish or this isn't stylish because everyone has their own sort of steez, and it's sick to see like what everyone kind of comes up with and what styles everyone likes to rep. I did a lot of things this year which were my favourite. Kind of like getting introduced to the Fest series sessions was an amazing thing, something I've always wanted to be a part of, and kind of something that's only just become accessible to women. So being a part of Dark Fest and Polska Fest in Poland, that was amazing. Such good vibes, like completely different events and different vibes and different courses, but equally as sick in all their like special little ways. And just the vibe at those events, with everyone sort of supporting each other and like helping each other into gnarly features and stuff was amazing. So I'd love to do more of that in the future. Stoked on these, so sick. Got the little ZEISS logo. Hype. My first ever signature product, I'm so stoked. Let's go.